called The Motorcycle Diaries, a book and then a movie. Many of you may have seen it. And I watched that several years ago and something spoke to me. There's a scene in it where Ernesto Che Guevara is working in a leprosy colony. And he's on the mainland, and it's the night of his birthday, some of you may remember it. And on the island, there is where the lepers live. And in a moment of madness, or whatever you want to call it, he has his aha moment. And he begins to strip, to swim, to spend the night of his birthday with the lepers. And his friend Alberto Granada says, "You're loco, don't do it, you're crazy, crocodiles, etc." He gets into the water, asthma and all, and he starts swimming. When he gets to a certain point, the lepers see him and they say to him, come on. I watched that and something spoke to me. 5 weeks before, I buried my father from cancer. And as I watched the movie, something spoke to me. And it said, "Tony, what are you going to do with this one special life you've been given?" So around 10 to 12 months later, I found myself in Vancouver, British Columbia, about to get on a bicycle and cycle 7,000 kilometres to the other side of Canada, which is a long, long way. The whole ambition was to raise funds in memory of my father's name, but really it was to heal my heart and to encourage people to celebrate life. That's what it was about. It brought me to meet amazing people, some of which are here tonight. On the very last day of it, I met my girlfriend, who's now going to be my wife in 2 months' time. Amazing things happen. But this is the thing, guys. None of that would have happened if I followed my head, because I was a hurler. I had a big chest and skinny legs. Now I have a fat arse and a skinny chest. The key is, I followed my heart with that. And it was so uncertain at times, you wouldn't believe it. My own family said, "Are you sure your hurling career is going to be destroyed? Are you certain you want to do this?" And then my mother sent me a letter and it said, "Ships were meant to go to sea. They weren't built to stay in the port. Sail your ship to that open sea." And it changed my life. So what I would really encourage you to do, as you've just said so brilliantly, Brenda, if you have an inkling of anything, don't listen to logic, because logic will never do what you really need to do. Your heart will. Listen to your heart, because that's where the answers are, and follow it. It may seem impossible, but the people you need will turn up. December 2010, I had another little aha moment. I watched a documentary about a man called Jim Steins, and there was a clip in it where he's working with young people. Our institutions have failed us in this country. Young people are those that have been left the most in need, because it wasn't their fault. They aren't burdened by debt. They can still live their dreams. And I watched that documentary about Jim Steins, and there was a little clip in it where he's working with young people. And as chance would have it, someone I met said, "Let's go and check it out ourselves." So we said, "Let's not talk about it. Let's go and do something about it." And we travelled to Melbourne and we studied the Reach Foundation. And for 3 weeks, we saw what was in our hearts in reality, in front of us. A group who are changing people's lives, young people's lives, because they're giving them the permission to dream. And isn't that a lovely thing? So we came back and we set up Soar. And again, just when you think, where is this going to go next? Like Brenda was asking herself, people started to appear because we followed our hearts. And a wonderful company called Stelfox Recruitment believed in what we wanted to do and said, "We'll be your first founding partner." So we're up and we're running. I'd love to leave you with one thing, and that is, don't wait for permission to live an extraordinary life, because it's never going to arrive. You're the only one that can give yourself permission. So whatever it is, live it. Don't wait. Don't wait. Live it. And the people and the places and the things that you need will show up. But it's in your hands. So sail that ship right out into the ocean, because that's where it's meant to be.